I feel like Amber has so many unanswered questions about Anthony that when Brittany speaks these days, I can't be upset and I can't be mad. Even if I want to be mad and even if I want to disagree, I cannot disagree and I can't be mad. Let's go.
And since you out kicking it and having a good time and whining and dining yourself, I guess that means you took care of the business I told you to take care of.
What business?
Or you gonna act like you don't remember? Didn't I tell you you need to get joint accounts?
Yeah, no, I haven't. We haven't done that yet. It's not a big deal, though, really.
It's not a big deal. I think it is a bit of a big deal in the grand scheme of things because of what they've been going through, because of what has been happening, and because of how the spending of the household is going. But hey, again, it could just be me blowing smoke about nothing.
Oh, I see. It's not a big deal. From my perspective, it's one of the biggest deals that you got going on. I told you you need some type of control in this relationship, and you don't have any right now. Anthony is running you.
Brittany, thank you for your advice, but I got this. I'll handle it.
Amber, no. Did you ask him about it?
I did ask him about it.
Okay, and what did he say?
I mean, I don't know. We said we would talk about it later.
That is what I think Brittany's talking about, the lack of information. I think like if Amber had like information in total, then probably it would have been fine. But you have no information at all. Like you don't know what's happening in y'all's finances. You don't know how much money y'all are spending. You don't know how much money y'all are bringing in. You don't know exactly where you guys are going at this particular moment. She's not really. That's what I said. As much as I'd like to say, keep out of the people's business, right? As Amber's friend in this point in time, she really is asking some questions that Amber just should have been able to answer. And she's not incorrect that Amber should be answering these questions, that she's asking some way, somehow. To say, well, hey, I know whatever it is, this is what this is, or she should have an understanding of what's going on based on what has happened before. I'm just saying, put yourself in the shoes of Amber and say you were in Amber's situation. There's no way that you'd have been tricked one time and not have information the second time. You would not be, no way that you don't have control of the situation. She's not incorrect about control. She really isn't.
Of course, that's what he said. Because he's trying to avoid the conversation. Amber, you done gave this man everything by going back to him. You could have just divorced him, got all your money, and if you really loved him that much, you could have went back and remarried him. But now you done gave up everything. The least you can do is go get this money. Honey?
I hear you, Brittany, but you know how crazy you sound talking about something, divorce him and get back. So you're just gonna be divorce him just to get his money.
First of all,
All right, hold on. So I feel like while I'm not with the whole idea of divorcing and whatever it is and thing, but I understand it. There are some cases where people are gonna have to get a divorce for whatever it is. And I feel like Amber don't get exactly what Brittany's saying. Brittany's saying there should be some way of you saying, all right, tell you what, sir. Being that you're really and truly in love and you really love me, whatever it is way, then let me see exactly if we can put this thing together and put it to bed certain little ways. Because it's obvious that Anthony is controlled by his money and he's run by his money. It is the reason why at this point in time, he cannot tell you how much him sell the theater for. Even though you ask him and even though you are his wife and you're supposed to be able to do whatever it is, this is exactly why her conversation with Anthony was not incorrect. No part of it was incorrect. Her apologizing and said she's not speaking this and she's not speaking kingdom into foolishness. I totally disagree with that script, totally, because there is no way that you shouldn't be asking questions. Why wouldn't I ask questions? As I've said before, but maybe it is that everybody's perception of marriage is different because I look at it as one whole. In other words, I need to know what's happening to the whole. I also need to know what's happening to you as well. Just like I need to know about me, I need to know about you because I feel like I'm not responsible for you. And if that is not going to be the case, then why am I married then? That's the question. If I can't know about you, why am I married? That's the question.
when you're dealing with a person like Anthony, who only looks out for themselves, yes, unfortunately, you have to be strategic in the way that you move because that's all that matters to him is strategy. So once again, I'm just going to say it and I'm going to leave it alone. If you're smart, you will make sure that you ask about it again. Do not let him deter or go another way in the conversation and go right on to the bank with him and get those accounts set up. I'm not playing, Amber.
I don't know who hurt you in life, Okay, Brittany, I hear you.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Don't try to make this about me
I'm
being
just
hurt.
saying,
Let's
you
make this about you being smart.
you always about that money, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. Because you got to be with these Negroes.
Yeah.
All right, and that part of thing there, I understand that and I get it. You know, the whole idea of hurt and whatever else it is. But here what now? So based on Amber's reaction at this point, and that's what I'm saying. Based on her reaction, then guess what? Don't ask Anthony about it. You know what? Forget what we are saying and forget our thought processes on this. Forget it. Forget everything, which is exactly why I'm saying that Amber has allowed Anthony to run a rock on her without any repercussion at all. But guess what? As of now, I've realized where Amber is. Where Amber is that she really doesn't care about it at all, and it's really not that big of a thing. Even though we know that Anthony's money is a big thing to him. And the more Amber understands Anthony's money is the more she understands Anthony. Let me say that again. Anthony's money is a big thing to him. It's major. And the more Amber understands Anthony's money is the more Amber understands Anthony. But guess what? Being that that's not what Amber wants, I'm going to sit back and watch this entire thing because now it tells me, you know, about maybe this is what Angelina was talking about of Amber going on the direction that she went down with Brody, where she just has neglected to follow any of the red flags or the red tapes because they are red tapes. When another spouse is starting to hide information, pertinent information to the relationship, it's a red tape. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but it's a red tape. It is a flag, and it should be flagged. Because if y'all are saying that you're going to do something in oneness, and it must happen in oneness. One Journey always talk about oneness. A couple of you guys always talk about oneness. If it's oneness, it's oneness. If it's two separate group of things, then it's two separate group of things. But it is clear that she does not have information into what her husband is doing and how he's doing things. She don't even know if he makes money illegally. I wonder if y'all follow this. She doesn't even know if he's making money illegally. In other words, she don't know if one of these days the feds could show up at the house and be asking literal questions, and she couldn't answer those questions because she don't know. that's kind of what I'm saying to you. That's why I'm not really believe in the whole idea of the excessive secrecy. I'm a believer in transparency. Because I need to know what you're doing. I need to know how you're making this money, how you do your money, what's going on, whatever it is. I may not want any of it, but I need to at least know. If you're going to put me in a situation, I need to know. I've always preached that. When you put people in situations, that's okay. Put me in a situation, but let me know the situation I'm in. So in case anything go down, me already know, say, you know what, this is what's going on. And I don't feel tricked. I don't feel deceived. But based on Amber's response right now, she cannot complain about being deceived again. She can no longer complain about being deceived. But you know what, guys? Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.